to how they live, how they move, and how they eat. But before we meet the animals, we got to definitely meet our diver. Everybody wave hello to Bob. How you doing today, Bob? How's the water in there? Now, it looks like you're feeding our cow-nose stingrays.
Oh, absolutely, Bill. You can see they come right up to look at your food. I'll go right up to the window like that.
Now, cow-nose rays will typically eat things like oysters and clams and other shellfish. And as you can see, they're pretty big eaters. They can weigh up to 36 pounds. Now, typically, out in the oceans, you find them swimming in small groups where they use synchronized wing flaps to stir up sediment and expose buried food. Right now, Bob's getting that one experience here that they never let me have, and it makes me just so jealous. How does it feel to actually be in the water feeding them, Bob?
Well, Bill, it's a lot of fun. They're very gentle animals. They just come right up to you and suck the food right off your hand.
That they do. You might notice, to help them do so, they have two modified fins on their front side that produce that suction towards their mouth. That's how they're able to gobble up all of that food that Bob is feeding them. They are just an amazing animal, but not the only one you're going to find here in the Caribbean Reef. Another one of our amazing animals would be the Atlantic tarpon. Bob, maybe you can point the tarpon out to everybody.
Well, absolutely. Right up to you. He came right over right up. It's a very, very silver fish. It's the largest fish you see on the exhibit here.
Right. And as big as that tarpon is, folks, it's going to get bigger. Tarpons can grow to monstrous sizes. Some of them will reach nearly 350 pounds and almost 7 feet long. Now, tarpons are carnivores, as you might have just noticed, and they are definitely not afraid because of their size to make deals on the other animals in the water.
You know, these turtles talk about nickel.
Oh, we do love to talk about nickel. Likely everybody has noticed our green sea turtle here in the Caribbean Reef, who we call Nickel. Now, she is one of the most dramatic stories of any animal here in the Shedd Aquarium. Once upon a time, Nickel was swimming along Florida's Gulf Coast when suddenly, without warning, she was struck by the propeller of a motorboat. Damage was severe, and now her backside always floats up. Luckily, she was discovered and nurtured back to health. She'll never be able to return to the wild, but it is very, very obvious she has found a home right here at Shedd Aquarium. Now, Nickel and the other animals here inside the Caribbean really are those type of animals still very much affected today due to that tragic accident that we heard so much about this last summer down in the Gulf of Mexico. We are very proud of the fact that we had staff members who went down there, helped out with the cleanup, and we certainly have to assume somehow Shedd Aquarium is going to figure into that long recovery process down in the Gulf. Now, we bring that up and we mention Nickel's story as a reminder to everyone that we're here in the waters of the world. We're guests in the home of all sorts of life.
Well, you know, that's a great story, but the story of how she got her name is also great.
That is another good Nickel story. Now, when Nickel first arrived here, naturally, she received a full veterinary examination. During the x-ray, our vets noticed a small object lodged in her throat. Using a retrieval tool, they were able to remove that object. Bob, maybe you can tell everybody what they found.
Well, we have it right here, but that's 1973 Nickel. That's how she got her name.
That's how she got her name. Once again, just an amazing animal with an amazing story, but honestly, you are hard-pressed to go anywhere in this building and not find amazing animals with amazing stories. As you continue your journey today, folks, I'm going to ask you all to see if you can locate Granddaddy, the Australian lungfish in our rivers gallery. Now, he has been here since, get this, 1933. He young gentleman here with a question. Yes, sir. What do you feed the fish? That's a very good question because this is our fourth feeding and they're still gobbling that up. What do we feed the fish, Bob?
Yeah, Bill, that's a very good question. I think it's kind of blunt if I do here, but basically we feed them a lot of different kind of fish. The department here is eating a lot of something called a spot. They turn around. And we also feed them different crabs, squid, and shrimp. And we also have a few animals here that are herbivores, so they only eat plant material. So we do have some plant material like over here also.
Yeah, we do have a pretty wide variety of animals, so as Bob pointed out, it takes a wide variety of food to feed them. I had a gentleman ask one of our more popular questions. Do we trim the barbs at all on the stingray's tails? Do we ever trim the barbs on the stingray's tails?
Absolutely not. We don't trim any of the barbs on the stingrays at the front of their body, and we don't want to maim them. We have noticed there's one stingray here that doesn't have a tail, and that's because the other fish on the exhibit kind of bit it off a little bit. The fish is still over at exhibit, but we don't touch the animals in any way. We also go away from the barbs on this use, so we're pretty safe here.
Okay, I have a young lady, I think she's going to go up to be an accountant. She wants to know how many fish we have inside here.
Well, it varies at different times. We have about 350 and 400 different animals here at the
Kind of my standard dumb joke in response to that is, the fish population is fluid. Did you have a question? How old is the turtle, Bob? How old is Nico?
Well, if you heard her story, you notice that we got her after she was aging in the ocean. She's been with the ship for about 8 years, and we estimate her age to be somewhere between 13 and 18. She's a teenager.
Do you want to know how long this could dive is?
Okay, I have another nickel question for you. How long do we think nickel can stay underwater?
Well, turtles like this can stay underwater for quite a while and they're not very active. So sometimes they can stay down 20 or 30 minutes or longer if they have their body just rest. So they do breathe air, so she has to go air from the surface, and then you find her right under something wrong here, sleeping for quite a while.
Okay, actually I have a question now that kind of ties into a discussion you and I had just before you got in the water. Where's the eel?
Where's the eel? The eel is right behind me, up against the wall there. You can see the eel back there, the big eel, about 6 foot long and about 70 pounds. And usually she comes out around the glass, so hopefully a little while later she'll be out over at her usual spot, which is over there on the glass.
Okay, thank you. And I had a young gentleman ask why the hammerheads are so small.
Well, they're not hammerheads, they're bonnethead sharks, which is the cousin of the hammerhead, and that's about as big as they get. We have 4 on the exhibit. The one that's the smallest is the male, the other 3 are the female.
Thank you. Do you have any other questions, folks? I have
This one.
over here. Okay. You had a question, sir?
He wants to know what his favorite fish is.
Oh, that's a good question. I have a young gentleman out here wants to know what your favorite fish in there is, Bob. What's your favorite fish?
Well, my favorite fish, and by the way, thanks, Shedd Aquarium. My favorite fish in the exhibit is definitely the Calvo's rays, and there's a small one, which I'll find her soon. Her name is Valentine, and she's got a bit of a smile. She comes up on the camera to sleep. But if you look at all the fish that you can observe for yourself, they're all very beautiful animals.
She's being pretty friendly like that. Just had a young gentleman ask if we know how old our sharks are in there. to find their meals